transaction.
What are the other options? Loyal and Carter?
Hey Jason,
No?
I guess just what were the emotions for you the other night? You know, you returned back to Minnesota, a place where you played for so long, and then just over a period and you go down. What were some of your biggest concerns at that time?
Yeah, it was just kind of a weird, a weird deal. Obviously, when you're out that long, you're hoping that you can kind of get into the rhythm of a game, and you're worried more about the game and just getting back into it mentally, physically. Your hands, your feet, everything kind of get back into that rhythm of a game. So it was, it was unfortunate that it happened that way, especially, after being out for so long.
Rob, you back?
Jason, you've probably not had the end of seasons in Pittsburgh that you anticipated when you came here. Knowing now that you're back to feeling healthy, how do you avoid putting extra pressure on yourself in that, knowing that that's part of the reason you wanted to come here was to compete for championship?
Yeah, for me, I mean, a lot of that pressure is internal for me, and I'm not going to put much of myself. I mean, this is the first time that I've been healthy for a long time, and so I'm excited for that. So for me, it's about just going out and playing hockey and just kind of enjoying that and enjoying the feeling of being healthy, and I'm just excited to be back in the lineup and playing whenever that is. Towards the end of this season, just being back and playing is going to be enough for me. So I'm excited for that, and I don't want to put any excess pressure there, and it's just about playing well, playing my game, and trying to help if I can.
Jason, I think a lot of us, when we saw the injury in Minnesota, we were kind of concerned, a little scared. What were your emotions? What was that? I mean, were you maybe as concerned as the rest of us in that moment?
Yeah, that was probably the one thing that I didn't prepare for. In my rehab on ice, I mean, that's something that you really can't prepare for. And I think that was arguably the only thing. I mean, we can start going down a rabbit hole and find others, I'm sure, but that was one of the very few things that I think probably could have re-injured it. And so I think that was the toughest part of it.
Seth,
It seemed like Kevin Fiala was generally concerned for you afterwards. Did you have any issue with the shove he gave you there, and any?
I had no comment.
Taylor?
I know your time playing on the line with Raquel was brief, but just what do you think of that time you spent as a trio? What do you think how you meshed?
Yeah, he's a great player. He's got a lot of skill. He plays a very fluid game, very similar to Gino in that sense. So I'm excited to get some practice reps with those guys and kind of gain some chemistry with them. They're both very dynamic players with crazy skill, and they make some unbelievable plays. So I'm excited to kind of get back. But to answer your question fully, I mean, I thought he was very good in that Minnesota game, and it was fun to be out there with him for that little while there.